What's good, YouTube? Dmgaming here, guys. And today I want to talk about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, of course, but more or less some things that needs to be done right in order for this game to progress in the right direction. So, guys, before I get into all of that, y'all smash that subscribe button down below, and also hit the like button or dislike. I really don't care, you know. But anyway. Beautiful Halo got some nice anime stuff. Y'all check the link out in the description box down below. Don't forget to use promo code Dmgaming for that extra % off. Dragon Ball Z, we know that Beerus's tree is in the game. We know that, okay? We know that. That's become apparent. And guys, I don't know why some people are so nitpicky. Like I say Dragon Ball Super, and then people will say, oh no, it's Dragon Ball Z because Battle of Gods and Fukasa Noel for Dragon Ball Z. Like, to me, that is the most asinine argument like you could make. That's like saying ice is not water. Like, it's water, it's just in a different form. Guys, Dragon Ball Super occurred between after the Majin Buu saga and before the very last episode of Z. So in a sense, Super in itself is Z. Like, it's one and the same. Like, it's there, you know, encased inside of that thing right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't comment with that crap. Like, I really don't want to hear that. I don't care to hear that, man. And I know y'all said, DM, I know you're in a place of positivity. Yeah, man, I'm not being negative by saying it. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to make an argument about something, don't make it about something that irrelevant. Like, saying that, well, it's Z. Yeah, I know that. It was Dragon Ball Z done as a movie. This raises the question, who in the first place said that they were doing it based off of the movie? This game is made based off of the manga and the anime. So it's a very real possibility that when they do the Battle of Gods arc, that it's going to be an arc. People are assuming that this is going to be the episode. I've said it before. There are 2 episodes. We'll get one part first. We'll get one part later. Those episodes are what? Those episodes are original content. Original content is something that is original. Battle of Gods is not original. It's already been done. Original means something made new specifically for the game. Now, if I end up being wrong about this, then I will gladly come out and say I was wrong, guys. But there is a new arc also coming to the game. Movies are not considered arcs, okay? Movies are just that, movies. So if the Beerus Battle of Gods thing is the Battle of Gods arc, then that arc was played out in Dragon Ball Super. Therefore, it is Dragon Ball Super, no longer Dragon Ball Z. Come on, man. But that's irrelevant. All of that means nothing as to what I'm pertaining to today. What I'm talking about today, guys, is how if this DLC is very thin, there's going to be some troubles because, I mean, the game came out in January. The majority of people had it beaten within a month, before a month was done. You know, me personally, I'm still grinding to reach 250, eating and stuff like that. But that's because I don't spend all my time playing the game. I have a family. I have other projects that I'm working on and stuff like that. So I'm not sitting in front of the game for 12, 13 hours a day playing it. But, and that's no knock at those y'all who do. If you do, more power to you. But, I mean, it's February. It's not even out of February yet. There's nothing else to do in the game. I mean, even leveling up is sort of a boring grind because you're just doing the same things over and over and over and over again. So Bandai Namco, CyberConnect 2, you have to implement something into this game that is going to keep us playing. I like the fact that the villainous enemies repopulate, but even, I mean, that in itself kind of gets a little old because it barely gives you experience. Like, you get 100 XP. Like, that's nothing. You're beating enemies later in the game that give you over 1 million. You see what I'm saying? So I'm kind of like, you know, but whatever. So, and I know people are going to say, well, multiplayer this. No multiplayer. You don't need multiplayer to make this game last. I know from watching the debugging films that are on YouTube that if you that the other characters are playable. You can actually go into debug mode on the PC and play with these other characters. That lets me know that there's, I feel like there's something in the works later to make all the characters playable. Maybe some kind of tournament mode, something like that. Things like that we've been hinting, like, hey, this will be fun in the game. This would add replayability into the game and things like that. You know, the training mode, the new training mode that I introduced a couple of videos back, talking about that, how I feel like something like that would be very influential with getting into the game, because I'm not gonna lie, it's boring as heck sitting there getting Chi-Chi to cook so I can eat. I would much rather get those same boosts from actually going through a fight and training and stuff like that. You know, like I said before, you can have Chi-Chi increase your health, like her meals increase your health, and you can have training increase your attack key, defensive key, melee key, all that kind of stuff. You can have a training mode in the game that does that depending on the difficulty level in which you do that. Seeing that the max level is 250, I was also kind of upset to see that Banyu was only at level 100. I really thought that she would go higher than that. I mean, even since the enemies in the world go higher than that, but that goes without saying. There has to be something more to keep people interested and engaged, because I'm telling you now, and I like this game. I like this game a lot. It's my favorite Dragon Ball games ever. If the DLC comes out and it doesn't have extensive content in it, we're in trouble. And I don't know, part of me feels like this. Okay, let's explain this side. This side feels like they're doing 2 episodes in a new arc, which means whatever the episode is, and the arc should be extensive. Arcs are normally like 4 to 5 hours of playtime. Okay, that's good. A new episode should be maybe an hour, you know, okay, that's all right. But there needs to be something extra added to the game. Okay, oh, Trunks Time Machine. Oh yeah, we could go back and play subquests that we've already played. Guess what? I've already done all my subquests. It's amazing that even in the V-Jump, they're advertising, and on Bandai's website, on their Twitter, they're advertising these subquests, the one with the furries, and then the one about the Saiyan tail with Gohan and stuff like that. We've already done those subquests. Why, Bandai, are you advertising these subquests? You know, the only subquest that we got that was special was the one about Goku coming back from Yardrat. Now, I don't remember if those subquests kind of led to that one or not. I don't remember. But I don't know why they're advertising that. Maybe they forgot that, hey, that's already in the game or something to that effect. Who knows? I don't know. But, you know, that's how I feel. And then on the other hand, I feel like if these arcs aren't long enough, if there's not enough to do, this is gonna be bad for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Why? Because if the DLC, I'm predicting that it comes out in April. So if you look at the game coming out in January, you have February, you have March, and you have April. That's 3 months. Then 3 months from that, the other part drops, which is April. And then you have May, June, and July, which drops in time for E3, blase, blase. If that first DLC is short-lived, there are games coming out later this year that people are going to be buying, people are going to be playing, and if you are not careful, this game will become irrelevant. And now I don't like that, because this is a good game. This is a perfect blank canvas to fill with amazing things. And if that is not done, then this game will be in trouble. Now, guys, I know I told y'all I've been checking out Dreams and stuff like that, you know. If you are interested in a minute, because it's very minute. Now, you could do a ton of stuff in this game, in Dreams. But if you want to know how game development, get a slight feel of how it is to actually develop something in a game, go into Dreams and do that. Now, I say that because, you know, we ask for things in these games, but we don't know just how difficult of a chore it is to implement all of these different things that we are asking for. Like, it sounds easy on the surface to ask for this stuff in the game, but to be able to put it into the game, have it working properly, have it looking good and things like that, that is not a very easy task. Now, it does come easier once you already have all the structures in place. Like, they already have the arena in place. They already have the characters in place. It's simply just creating a game mode. And even with that, you have to do the coding and stuff like that. Now, this is done on the Unreal Engine 4, which I've seen the Unreal Engine. It's for me, not having any experience, it's a lot. But for somebody like CyberConnect2 who's worked with this system and stuff like that, you know, you get better at it and stuff like that. It wouldn't be hard for them to implement some new things into the game. Now, all that said, guys, like I said, my point remains the same. They have to tread carefully going forward. Like, don't hold anything back. Like, give this game everything you've got. Because if the first half of the year, if the first half of this game, if the second half is like the first half, it's not going to be good. Because, like I said, for a single player game, for somebody to beat it, I mean, I'm not going to say that because God of War, somebody beat that. We beat that in less than a month. Spider-Man was the same way. But if the DLC is not extensive, people are going to be upset. And I know it wasn't but 20 something bucks, but you know, I'm going to be honest. I don't expect much. I expect a couple of things from it. I don't expect something as extensive as, you know, like like The Witcher 3. Like The Witcher 3's expansion pack was huge. Like, it was huge. Like, it was almost like a half of the game, you know, so that was real cool to see. I don't think they'll go this route. I don't know. You know, we'll see. Bandai likes to kind of tread you along with breadcrumbs to keep you playing the game for 2 to 3 years or something like that. But what they sing in the multiplayer game, that's not an issue. But with the single player game, that becomes a big issue because when you're not playing a game, people have the tendency to sit these games down and forget about them. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, right now, at the end of the game, you're just trying to level up. It's a grind. It is a real grind, and it's not enough going on to make it fun. Like, you have Supreme Kai's Planet sitting there, you have New Namek sitting there, and you have King Kai's Planet sitting there. And at the end of the game, there is nothing to do on it. There's no villainous enemies. You can't even, well, you can't fight anybody on King Kai's Planet anyway, but New Namek, you know, there's nothing going on those other locations that I feel like something should be going on. Like, you should make something to go on those locations. But yet and still, it is what it is, guys. That's all I have for today, man. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.